Hello. So the B card that I chose to do this exercise that I've been working with to communicate with others is actually be transparent. Um, I found that it's very difficult for me to, I wouldn't say to tell the truth, but to really explain how I feel and um, when it comes to like ethical situations, to like be able to have the courage to bring things issues and bring conflict up or things that we don't want to talk about to others. So during these 2 weeks or these 3 weeks, I feel like it was a big learning experience for me. Um, so how did I work on making a change? Um, so as far as that, I actually applied this B card with my team that I supervise at the Cross Culture Center for the Department of Student Engagement at Chapman. As a manager, sometimes very hard to be transparent about issues, but I think it um, really helped. And I actually asked my boss, his name is Justin Koppelman, for help to keep me accountable to being transparent. So I did have help from him, and I also had help from my other direct supervisor named Topper. So I did have help with that, and they all did help me be very accountable in regards to being transparent. Um, so to be honest with you, it was my experience was a little difficult for me. Like I said, it's very hard to open up when it comes to asking for help, or for dealing with conflict or with ethical issues that arise. And that's what made it difficult for me. Like, not necessarily like saying, "Hey, Topper and Justin, I need help," but saying, actually doing it and practicing being transparent. Because to me, I took this exercise very serious, and that's what I really want to keep working on in the near future. So I'm going to provide two examples of how I was transparent. So the first example was actually with a situation that happened at work where one of my team members that I supervise and another of the other supervisor's team member actually did something very, very bad. So my team supervisor is 19, and my employee and um, the other manager supervisor is 21. And I was present when the one who was 21 bought um, alcohol for the 19-year-old, and that was a very serious matter that I had to address. And to be honest with you, it was very hard to be open about it and just say something when that happened to both of them. And I just froze. I froze, and it was because I was just shocked that it happened. But then I realized that that's not the right thing to do, and I did wait like the next day and the weekend to pass to address that issue with my boss and my supervisor. Um, but I found relieved. I actually felt very relieved when I was able to speak to them, because I value integrity, and I also value, like, for me, ethics is very important. So it was kind of eating me inside when I wasn't able to bring up that issue. And so that's one of the examples I would say that I helped me be transparent. And the other thing was actually being transparent to both of the employees, to say that I was actually the one who reported them. And right now, the waters are kind of rough between all of us. There is some tension, and I feel like they're resented that I told on them. But um, I was, I had to be transparent to say that I was the one who reported them, and that I did it more for it to be a learning experience and to avoid that happening in the future. And also to share how important it was for me to report them, because I care about both of them, and they're very important to me, which I told them when I had a separate conversation with each of them, to make sure that I did the right thing and I was doing the right thing, and that's the intention that I had. Um, So again, that was my opportunity to be transparent as well. How I felt doing this exercise. So I actually, like I said, I found relieved. I couldn't have used it in um, any way better, and it was very motivating for me to do it, because it just reminds me how much I have to work on being transparent, and that I can actually have courage to do so. Any triggers? So yes, I would say yes. My team members were triggered about me being transparent with my supervisors. But I think again that's a learning experience, and my communication style improved because again I was able to be open about the situation to my supervisor, my boss, and I was be able to be open to both of the employees. What I noticed about myself is that I built courage to do so, and that I should not never underestimate my values and the courage that I have to actually practice them, because there will be gray areas sometimes where it's going to be hard to apply your values, but I should just keep practicing my values. And definitely my boss and my supervisor mentioned to me that they noticed me being transparent with them, and reaching out for help was also something they appreciated. And that's how I found out, and I think that it has built a stronger connection with the relationship between me and my supervisor and my boss. Um, and as again, how it impacted my connection. When I was able to be transparent with both employees about me having to report them, it has built a stronger connection. Although there is still a little tension, but they've recognized that it was an important thing to do. And although our relationship is strict professional right now, and there is again tension, I feel like it's gonna get stronger, and we just need to. I just need to provide more support, show them how much they care for me and how important they are, and give them some love so that our connection could get stronger. And again, that relationship I had with my boss and my supervisor, it has really improved, and they actually appreciate my honesty and integrity. And I was just very happy that doing the right thing, although it was difficult, I was able to do it, and it really has impacted me because I think I need to remind myself that I should never leave my values or doubt them, because at the end of the day, people appreciate you being honest. People appreciate you having your integrity and practicing your core values. They want to provide that environment where you do so, and it just makes you a better person. And my life has completely changed thanks to that. So I appreciate it. Thank you.